Ganti formasi kita coba ya, nggak main. Oke, 4-3-4-4-4. Ini hmm, box to box benar. Alan mas saya produktif. Nah, nanti kalau dikelola guys ya. Panis Roy peluang. Satu lagi emosi playmaker kreatif. Target serangan balik. Jangan karena ganti. Gas. Tidak ada ini guys, striker pemburu gol.
scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation from gamesmanship. He has a reputation of...
And drive! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. Messi. And it's Xabi Alonso. That is one way to stop him. Van Basten. Oh, important interception. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Saliba. Oh, that's fabulous. Great ball, and he's in here. That is Batistuta! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those.
After 21 minutes.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
That's been cut out. Well played. And he thumps it clear. Pinches it off him. And it's Van Nistelrooy.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
De Bruyne. Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. Van Nistelrooy is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cruyff. And here's Batistuta. Look at them. And a chance! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Tries a shot! He has done it! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden.
Can he finish? It's in. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete. Well, can he finish? Relentless, just relentless. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So now the difference is 3. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Here we go again then. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. He's having a shot! They've scored! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
And yes, it's him again. Things looking so easy. And Batistuta! That is delicious! A finish right from the top draw. How many? Just how many? The golf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Passing nice and neat. Messi.
Yeah.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Platini. Van Basten. Now, can they get him away? And he plays one through. Oh, super ball. That is some save from Khan. Shoots. Oh, denied at the last. It's their second corner of the game. Up he goes! And now they can string out a defence. And it's Messi. Van Nistelrooy. He was under real pressure there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Howson is always looking to break lines. Raul. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Batistuta. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Played out towards the right wing. Tries to play it through. And a decent chance! Sticks it away! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
After 81 minutes.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
How many? Just how many?
Xabi Alonso.
It's Batistuta. Now that's well seen too.
Coming on the field.
Navarro.
Number 3.
Just 5 minutes left.
Erdegaard.
This looks promising. Raul. He's in a great position here. That's headed upfield. And this is Van Nistelrooy.
There will be
And he was
5
quick
minutes
to react.
time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Platini. And this is Raul. Raul shapes to shoot. It's a goal. And It is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Number 7.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the
So that's it. It is all over. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, after all of that...
Lawan yang ngeri-ngeri guys.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it was a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested. And the shot!
Oh,
Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Dybala. That's good running with the ball. Now this could be a chance.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those rewarding runs.
He's having a shot! That's fallen kindly here. In he goes again. And the keeper couldn't hold it. Germany! And Germany are in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Haaland! That is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Van Nistelrooy, and he's on his way. And this is Dybala. Oh, that's neat. Now, can they get him away? Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Pullins. Great shot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Germany are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
Can he finish? They are queuing up to have a go here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. But look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Gone looking for safety. Cannavaro. De Bruyne looking to play him in. Yeah. Looking for options for movement. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Del Piero. Shoots! They are cruising, and they're at it again in double quick time. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner.
Haaland, and the shot. No mistake. Again in a trice, and they are soaring. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he
Goes for a shot! And that has flown over.
unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Ito na ito mo.
3 minutes at a time.
Ano gini mo?
Now it's Mbappe. Scholes. This is Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! And the first half is done. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Volunteers first block. Players report to the start. Media. Substitution in progress.
And we're underway again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round.
Take back. Really got in his face there, and it was well.
Tries a shot! It's in! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Still trying to make a game of this. Here's Del Piero! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And here's Hullet. This is Messi. Can he finish? It's a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
John Surely! Sensational for Haaland! A finish of true class! How many, just how many, the golf in class is vast!
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
How many, just how many? Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And here's Messi. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Great defending, strong and determined. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's a sharp little ball here. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Scholes. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cracking ball. And the shot! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Back into chance! Oh, it's come loose. Perhaps momentary. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's burst through. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, this is a great position. Odegaard! Ernest. Now it's Haaland. And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can add...
Bener pin.
Tabak dia mah, ayo jom kita ayo. Tabak anjing.
Ya. Os ku aing ngamun ide seungeut teu ketotnya. Eungeur ku aing sia. Ngepus.
Ayo pinter.
Maksudnya Bin?
Isuk bagian ganti itu nih.
Kasih aing memang dari dia.
Aing masuk yang ngomong ke untuk.
Ayeuna kalau sudah.
Hah?
Halus,
Naon deh?
Tunginong jero mana gengenong kasih apa?
Puguh harus siapa?
Penting kok aing teleponan anjing lu di dieu kene.
Sinyal anjing.
Usia.
Paket mah ya yang ngomong. Ada sinyal kan?
Aing diantri ke luna motor nih, perkara rumah tidak. Aing dibalik. Bisa disarae aing. Penting ke rumah. Si Ajam nih lu. Saya babaturan aing. Si Diki apa? Diki Damini. Diki Bajari.
Playmaker sih eta mah euy.
Mulai saya aing masih kihireun aing.
Update-nya mah.
Naon? Kamari Kemis. Siapa macam update pada?
Gasolina sir. Hah?
Duh, halan teu ke bawah anjir. Dibalik. Harus ketawa sih. Kanan ku kiri, kiri ku kanan koplak.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid,
Orang menang sih ya, Pin.
loud and proud.
Masih
The
halal.
tone for this game is well and truly set.
100 poin. Itu jam 100.
Nang ering halan aing loh, segitu mantap.
So it's away we go then.
Eta mas pasti menang eta dah.
Writing himself into team folklore. It's career game number 500 for him today, Jim.
Well, Peter, it's so good to see everyone show the appreciation that's fully deserved. Although I'm sure he himself won't be thinking about that. All he'll be thinking about will be making sure that he ends up on the winning side here.
And it's Scholes.
Wes.
He came in hard, very hard. It's a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Threads one in. Mbappe. Scholes. First quarter of an hour gone. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Cannavaro. And it's Cannavaro. For De Bruyne. Xavi Alonso. Now this could be a chance. Ah, that's a fine interception. Now it's Torres. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Salah.
Played through for him. He's on it. Can he get away? There's the header! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Oh no, what has happened here? And here's Batistuta. Here's Valdo and the shot! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Xavi Alonso. And that interception was most necessary. De Bruyne. Cannavaro.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Tries to pass it through. Now there's a fine ball.
Yeah.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? We've got 5 minutes till half time. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy! It's hit the upright. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Oh, very good.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been, it just hasn't gelled.
Salah masih terus.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about...
Shot, surely! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
There's the shot! Just cruising, they are cruising. And they are cruising away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Scholes. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Well, they've got it again. And it's Scholes. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty... certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Batistuta. Saliba. It's Xavi Alonso. Can he get on the end of this? Fernando Torres gets through on his own. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Scholes. Maldini. Picked out brilliant. And De Bruyne! And the the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And we have Xabi Alonso clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Cannavaro cuts it out. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
That's going to be a booking. De Bruyne is behind this one, looking here to alter the direction of the game. De Bruyne! No, not quite. That's been won straight back. It's a promising position.
Salah.
Ronaldinho. That's a nicely shaped ball. Batistuta, he is onto this.
Added minute has been indicated.
That is ended up in no man's land. That's an excellent interception. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of chaps and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side victory.
Katuhu kencak katuhu. RB, iya. RB, iya.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, we have a very exciting player here, Peter, in the shape of Kavica Kvaratskhelia. Someone who's shown amazing adaptability and versatility wherever he's gone. You often see him hugging that left touchline, and he just adores engaging fullbacks and taking them on, and he gets a thrill out of beating players. And this guy can have a great career.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Now it's Scholes. Bellingham calmly anticipates. Goes for a shot! And he's done it! First blood drawn. Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. David Villa! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Xavi Alonso. He's in a great position here. Scholes played out to the left flank. Xavi Alonso. Van Nistelrooy is onto this. Now this could be a chance. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Scholes. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Scholes. This is Van Nistelrooy. And he's been shifted off it. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Knocks it into space. Thinks about the shot. De Bruyne. And it's Scholes. Scholes. Van Nistelrooy. And Alexander-Arnold.
There will be one.
Can he get it through? Gnabry gets into a good position. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. A very competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Van Nistelrooy. Coming on the field is
Here we go again then.
number 14.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back.
Shoots! Sensational from David Villa! Sumptuous finish and absolute joy! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. Nicely intercepted. Scholes. Tries to pass it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Scholes. And he's had it nicked away.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well-timed, excellent interception. That's gone loose. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? De Bruyne. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. So, what can they make of this? He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Out for a throw.
It's easy.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. De Bruyne charging forward, the ball at his feet. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. Cannavaro. Not getting too... Oh, what a mistake! Hazard. 75 minutes played. He has found a way through.
Might want to be careful there.
Now then, the ball's come loose. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Right, Scholes. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, no joy this time. Van Nistelrooy is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I think Mikel Merino is going to have a busy game in the middle of the park, Peter. He's a real footballer and not necessarily a midfield minder, but he can go box to box and be the team's most prolific passer. He really is an all-action player.
Shapes to shoot! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Scholes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great ball, and he's in. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
13 minutes.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. So much. The keeper right in the post. Oh, they could be caught out here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Scholes receives it in a wide position. Now, can they get him away? Quality ball. Picked out brilliantly. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Montpellier with the corner. They're first. Messi goes short. Zanetti. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? This is Van Nistelrooy. He's through now. Is it Van Nistelrooy? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Van Nistelrooy clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Interception, his positioning was spot on. But they've got it again. Gnabry is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Tries to pass it through. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Gnabry. Now De Bruyne. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pass is just off target. De Bruyne. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Scholes has created one goal already, and he's intervened well there.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Rafinha, and he's picked out the run. Scholes. And it's half time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half time. What have we learned from the first 45
Diberi
minutes?
jam main
Both sides
kepada
look expecting
Erling
that closely played
Haaland.
match. That's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to
Substitution
change
on the
things.
field. Number 9.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a
Coming
goal
on the
each.
field is number 14.
Just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Azar. And it's De Bruyne. He's in a great position here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rafinha really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. It's a goal kick.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Batistuta picks it up out wide. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore. And that means just one thing, I suppose. Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. And he's worked it through, and that is expertly dealt with.
Pray for me. Pray for me.
Albert Ferrer. And that's been won straight back. Batistuta. Foden! Oh, impressive strike.
Substitutions taking place.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. The pass is intercepted. And here's De Bruyne. And he's surging through. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Now then, the ball's come loose. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it. It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. And here's Haaland. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to... Oh, he's been caught
Woi,
napping.
offside anjir.
This is Messi, and it's Messi. Goes for a shot!
Chelsea.
And that would have been some goal. Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Knocks it into space. Nicely weighted ball. And that has been cleared. And that will be the final act. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
sarapan. Kita sarapan nih. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be into something very special. There's the whistle.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that
And the shots! Quick to recover this. The keeper has reacted superbly there. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Yamal shapes to shoot. It's their second corner of the game. Forlan plays it short. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Schlotterbeck. And it's Pedri. And that's a Forlan!
While it's been a very attacking start here, it's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Face to face with the keeper. And Nistelrooy showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Forlan finds himself offside.
Ya Allah.
He's found a way through. Forlan is on his own. Quality ball. Either side yet able to find the net. Oh, perfectly measured that. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Forlan, and he's on his way. Well, the defence proved infallible then, and that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tries to play it through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Yamal face to face with his great rival. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Dybala.
Nah, teman berhasil dibalap.
Managed to gift it back. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Itu aja sih bisa ngerem.
Rodri gets a good foot in there. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. That pass just didn't quite work. And that's a throw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi in acres of space out wide. Mbappe, he won't be happy with that one. Xavi Alonso. It's gone loose. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Aduh, salah.
Off target. Now it's Forlan. Well, that's well seen too. Reached half time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 13. Yamal.
And the action is back on the way.
Both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
That is masterful defending. Got a throw in. Messi.
Borussia Dortmund have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now here's the delivery. Gets his head on it! Terrible pass. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Dybala. Oh, that's fabulous. That is a brilliant interception. And that has been cleared. Can they get him away? Oh, he's onto this. Forlan. It's Forlan! Loose ball down. Oh, what has happened here? In he goes again. It's loose now and they've got to get it back. Mbappe! Well, you could just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one. Decent chance!
Anjir, salah shotnya.
He scores! The breakthrough strike! And it has to be said, an
absolute gift. How could they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They're never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Kaganggu.
So the first goal of the game. Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Steaming on goalwards. He takes a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
No, and again there's no way through. Beckham. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. That's Busquets. He's well positioned here. Shoots! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Number 18, Cristiano
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you. Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And Van Nistelrooy! It's a goal! And what a climax we have here! So that goal went.
Yeah, anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper. He was never going to get to that.
Borussia Dortmund, number 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Busquets.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Coming on the field.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Number 15, Gerrard.
Time added on
Number
4 minutes.
Vinicius Junior. Substitution
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Minutes has been indicated.
It's a good ball out wide. Petri, he's got away. There's the delivery. Right in!
Thank you guys for watching the vlog.
And this is getting better and better.
Number 8.
Was. And time is up. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day.
Target.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very confident defensively.
And a chance!
Anjing.
He's scored!
Kekerasan
And
apa?
that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Haaland. Now that's well seen too. That's been intercepted. Quarter of an hour played. But they've got it again. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Scholes.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Here's Vinicius Junior. Xavi Alonso was in no mood for any of that. Schlotterbeck does really well there, strong defending. So great chance! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Ball is over the line. There's the crossfield ball. Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Just the goalkeeper's and the finish!
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Haaland. Pedri. Now, can they get it away? 1 minute at a time. Belletti. And the half-time whistle goes. What have we learned from the 5 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at
And
this
I'd like to
stage.
inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Pedri. Now it's Luis Suarez. Distributed tidily. Played into space out wide. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Scholes. Aims beyond the defence. That's nice. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long. So they're running a...
Can he finish? Sensational from Suarez! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Now of complete control. Haaland driving forwards. Tries to play it through. Schlotterbeck defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Zanetti going full tilt down the left. Hazard knocks it into space, looking for options for movement.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Showing great feet there, and he's managed to takes the shot. And how did he not make it 4?
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And it's Modric. And they win it back again. Short changes him with that pass. Pedri. And this is Luis Suarez. And this is Messi. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Pedri, and he welcomes it in. Decent chance! Oh, brilliant save.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Xabi Alonso. Number 24.
Up he goes! And it's there! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, good spread.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And he's on a charge. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that...
Terus dipisah lah.
Divisi 3.
Dulu nih ya.
Henteu datang can naik.
Soalnya divisi 2.
Can. Iya, hese divisi 3.
Ini sudah apa ya?
Ini antep.
Ada kan?
Kudu nama. Kekeuseun mah informasi nu bener-bener betah. Ayo gonta-ganti informasi aing. Wah, mesinnya lumpuh. Yang informasi 442. Anggernya? Orang mah lain masalah bertahan. Lain masalah menyerang. Dina defensif aing ah.
Gitu kudu dia ini.
Aing menyerang sing sada ieu. Defense hesena.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
Xavi Alonso does well to stand firm and defend it. Conte, over to the left. He's a sharp little ball here. Alexander-Arnold. And Dybala. it's Haaland. And this is Hazard. He cuts out the supply. Scholes. And it's Dybala. And it's made its way to him.
Ya, yang shooting harusnya.
De Bruyne.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Now that's well seen too. Now it's Dybala. Dybala proves just a little bit too strong. Threads one in. Now it's Olise. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. And it's Hazard. Passes short and sharp. Dybala. Scholes. Now it's Haaland. Haaland!
Akhirnya
Delivered all right. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. How do you look back on that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So the first moment of real significance. He's had a shot, and he hits the net. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Nicely aimed pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Dybala. Oh, it's come loose. To Hazard. And it's Dybala. Mbappe. And it's Scholes. De Bruyne wins the duel this time. That looks a decent ball. Thinks about the shot. And the shot!
atensi guys. Dan guys, lihat.
And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it.
There's the whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And we are up to the break.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Back when it goes. Has a look and plays it forward. That has been slung wide. And this is Kante. He's found a way through. Takes a shot. It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Foot in. Rodri. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Xavi Alonso. Here's Dybala. Haaland receives it in a good position here. DiMarco spots it and intercepts. Martinez is there to clear. Haaland, Dybala, Ruben Diaz makes the interception. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Can see things others simply cannot. Tries to play it through. Let's make sure that's not getting through.
Elisa really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Great vision. Pings in across. That's going to go a long way. And they're back on the ball again. Scholes. In towards the back stick. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's in on goal. And Dybala! And that could have brought them level.
Dybala is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, good take in a good area.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Konten. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And he's managed to get rid. And that will be it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old.
He's got tall. No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played out wide. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Cannavaro. Azar. Scholes. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Haaland. And it's Scholes. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi. He's only too happy to take that back. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Donatoni. Driving on and making good progress. Now this could be a chance. And that pass just didn't quite work. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Donatoni going full steam ahead down the left flank. Azar can see things, others simply cannot. Xavi Alonso. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Haaland is onto this. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Alexander-Arnold looking for the run. Messi. That's really well cleared. Nicked it back promptly. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Driving forward. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And we come
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Haaland. Good running, strong and purposeful. Haaland is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's Haaland! Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Donatoni. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet. But Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's in a great position here. He's found a way through. And they're quick to get it back. Hazard. Tries to pass it through. And it's Hakimi. Oh, no joy this time.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Substitution on the field. Number 14. Erling Haaland. Coming on to replace him is number 9, Van Nistelrooy.
Lorient can now introduce the first of their substitutes. That's a lovely, neat pass. This might spell danger. That's a good ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
This is Van Nistelrooy.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position.
Only 1 minute at a time.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
That's the keeper's ball. And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome,
Hello,
but we've had
everybody,
a good
and this is a
variety
quick
in this
reminder
game,
to let you
despite
know
it
that
being...
Lagi tahan, siap. 1, 2, 3.
Pin gasolin din nyiapin.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Everybody,
The fans have
welcome
pulled out
to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Well, there is Xavi, one of the great creators, inventors, one of the great visionaries of the game, Jim.
I fell in love with him and his style of play. Just unmatched in terms of intelligence and vision.
Yeah.
He really is peerless in what he does.
Scholes makes the interception.
Aduh.
Having a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So, a breakthrough already. Knocks it into space. Aimed beyond the defence. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kaka. Berbatov.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cafu wins the duel this time. Van Dijk. Now it's Berbatov. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Khan claims it without any fuss. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Haaland. Made out towards the right wing. Mbappe. Chance to deliver. And reclaimed it in a trice. So what can they make of this? Kaka. Xavi Alonso. Scholes. He's chosen to go back. That's a throw. Now, can they get him away? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. And Berbatov! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now it's Haaland, and it's Messi. Great vision, and he's intervened well there. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
There is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Haaland. Xavi. Can he get on the end of this? Xavi Alonso. Messi. Xavi. And it's Berbatov. Oh, that's a key interception. Cannavaro. Pass is just off target. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Kaká. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Oh, what a climb! And now they can spring out of defence. Scholes. And here's Berbatov. And that's a throw-in. Xavi. Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have... And a chance! And that's caused a worry or two. Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Now it's Berbatov. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And it's Messi. The message is clear. None shall pass. Pinches it off him. Scholes. Berbatov! And that would have won it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Good effort from distance.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's a sharp little ball here, and he cuts out the supply.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's got away. And they can counter here. Now it's Berbatov. That was lovely, that.
Added time.
Rijkaard is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Ya, tinggal
Absolutely
ditabok
so.
aja terserah.
In play! In he goes again!
Nah, baiknya.
He's done it!
Malah guys.
Heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Azar. Strong running down that left flank. That's really well cleared. That's a throw. Now it's Haaland. Camavinga makes the interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Xavi Alonso. Here's Dybala. Gets a good foot in there. Spread out to the left. Hendrick. Now, can they get him away? It's a goal kick. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Xavi Alonso plays the return pass, and it's Dybala. Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position, looking to go deep.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Tries to pass it through. He's being urged to shoot. Chance! Off the post. That's got him rattled. Scholes. Dybala. Knocks it into space. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Camavinga clears. Scholes. Dybala.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Guardiola getting one clear. Cannavaro. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Van Dijk is there to clear. Xavi Alonso. Dybala. Camavinga. Great challenge, time to perfection. Messi! He's got away with one there.
Allah.
Pinches it off him. Oh, that's possible. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore. And that means just one thing, I suppose. Yeah, they genuinely want to engage the counter-attack. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Big chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Nicked it back promptly. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Looking to play him in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Good ball, good take. Now it's Haaland. And it's Dybala. Scholes. Out towards the flank. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's in a great position here.
Only 1 minute at a time.
Be a minute of stoppage time. Dybala.
Aing kumaha sih?
Hazard gets into some space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Allah, ngajar-jet mas belin.
Brings it to a close. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end.